The ads say that Red Bull gives you wings. Well, according to researchers, that's not all it gives you. Hi everyone, I'm Sasha Wood, here to tell you what Red Bull does to your body in 24 hours right after the intro. So before we get started, I have to ask you guys, what's your favorite energy drink? I have to make a confession, I've never actually tried Red Bull. And to be honest, I probably won't after hearing all these facts. Red Bull is the drink of choice for people going through intense cram sessions and party animals alike. However, as several past stories, even here on IO, that we have done involving Jaeger bombs and heart attacks will tell you, it may not be the best for you. To start off, one can of Red Bull, which is 250 milliliters, contains 80 milligrams of caffeine. That is double the amount of your average cup of coffee. Upon ingestion, it takes 10 minutes for the caffeine to enter your bloodstream. At that point, your heart rate and blood pressure will begin to rise. By 45 minutes, you'll start feeling more alert and have a greater ability to concentrate, which is why people who are studying favor it so much. By 50 minutes, your body will have absorbed all the caffeine, and this is where your liver kicks into gear, trying to balance out the levels of just caffeine and sugar in your body. After only 1 hour, the dreaded sugar crash will occur. The caffeine will begin to dwindle, as will the sugar, leaving you feeling tired and burnt out. By 5 to 6 hours in the average human body, the caffeine will have reached its half-life and will be 50% removed from your bloodstream. However, if you have any kind of health problems, are a bit on the bigger side, or are a woman on birth control, you can double this time. By 12 hours, if you are the benchmark of average health that they'd like to use for these studies, the caffeine should be entirely removed from your system. In the span of 12 to 24 hours, because most of us consume caffeine on a pretty regular basis in lots of the things we drink, not just energy drinks, but coffee and of course pop. This is where you will begin to experience withdrawal symptoms, because lest we forget, caffeine is of course a drug. These symptoms include irritability, of course, headache, and constipation. Fun. So that's 24 hours. However, after regular use, which most of us do, within 7 to 12 days, your body will have acclimated to that amount. So if you're drinking one, you're not gonna get the same feeling of energy and that high. You're gonna have to drink more and more and more. It's just like any other drug. It will never be as good as the first one you drank, unless you like stop for years and then come back to it or something. So this is why Red Bull, while on its own isn't that bad, can become dangerous if you don't know all these facts before you consume it. It does have a significantly higher amount of caffeine than most drinks, and it hits your bloodstream very quickly, but it also depletes just as quickly, so the temptation is to just drink more and more and more. However, your body can only filter out a certain level of caffeine and sugar. Long-term abuse can lead to liver and heart problems, and this can become even more of a problem when paired with a depressant like alcohol. The feeling of the depressant with a stimulant can leave you with this kind of alert yet numb feeling, and people will consume far more of the Red Bull than they normally would, and this can lead to heart attacks and in some intense cases even death. That's why researchers say that one a day is probably a good limit to set for yourself. However, it is important to note that this isn't the most caffeine-filled drink you can get on the market. I'll be honest, when I had my first coffee, I felt my heart going. It felt kind of like palpitations. So have you ever felt that fluttery feeling in your chest after drinking a caffeinated drink? If so, hit that like button and maybe go see a doctor. I'm Sasha Wood, thanks so much for watching. That was a whole lot. More videos over there for you to click on. I love reading your comments, and I'm sure I will for this video too. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for even more. Bye!